Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Big names were there on Saturday for Ronnie Sparks' tribute.
Oh, it was wonderful. You all turned up went to a pub and spoke about how much you all love Ronnie. We all love Ronnie, and I'm so sorry I couldn't have been there. Tell me what went on.
You're filming a TV show. Can you talk about the TV show you're filming?
Not really. No, I can't. But it's going to be. It's a show for the ABC, and it's going to be really heartwarming and wonderful. And I'm thrilled to be part of it. But unfortunately, the timing was I had to film in Melbourne, and I couldn't be at that lunch.
I told everyone that was there that you're filming Celebrity Supermarket Sweep. So that'd be fair enough on the ABC.
Let's just say that it's that.
Ronnie Sparks was one of the greatest radio broadcasters in the world. And I always like when, well, I know you don't like it, but I look down at the old 2SM building.
Yeah, you go on about it every day.
But I look down there, and as a kid in 1978, I went on a school excursion to 2SM.
I can say this story along with you.
I went along to 2SM, and that's when I knew I wanted to do this. And Ronnie Sparks. Okay,
do it.
So Ronnie Sparks was there that day, and he was a young jock on the air. And in the career, I worked at Triple M here, and he was at 2Day FM, and we're up against each other. And then famously, I was in the studio when the writing on the screens thing. Remember, Kyle and Jackie O were smoking in the studio, and Ronnie wrote on the brand new touch screens, "No effing smoking in the studio," which is
and rather
right.
than them getting told off, he
got
the
sack because he mistook a permanent marker for a temporary one.
It can happen.
But Ronnie was
but he re-emerged then.
Yeah. Well, he got me over here to WS,
and he was such a fabulous guy. And I've said this before about him, is that he constantly was enthusiastic in that he said, if I have to back announce Backman Turner Overdrive, he said, I'll do it every time like it's the first time I've done it. And he was professional, and I just rated him so highly.
Yeah, and he always liked to, because radio announcers in the old days, when I got into radio, it wasn't to be famous or anything like that. It was just radio is a real craft. It's a real fun thing. And I think a lot of podcasters could learn from this, particularly how they speak and things like that and how they ramble on. But Ronnie taught us about being succinct, but he was an introverted extrovert, if that makes any sense.
He's quite a shy man.
Yeah, like he liked the stage, the theatre of the radio, but at the same time, if you got him to stand up in front of people and talk, he'd always say, "Oh, you do it." He'd always do that sort of stuff. But he had some great stories. He
wasn't a show-off, was he?
There was no way Ronnie was a show-off. But he did tell me a great story years ago that when Centrepoint Tower had just been built, it was a couple of years after it had been built, he went for a lunch with a Channel 9 guy, and they're sitting there looking up at Centrepoint Tower, and they said, "Well, what's it like up the top of that?" And the Channel 9 guy goes, "Well, why don't we go and find out? We'll climb up there." So they go and see the manager of Centrepoint Tower, and they say, "You're Ronnie Sparks and blah, blah from Channel 9. The F1, they're proposing F1 racing is coming to Sydney. So we want to look at some vantage points, camera locations, broadcast areas."
Some camera locations.
And the guy goes, "Oh, yeah, sure, boys. Up you go." So he lets them go up on Centrepoint Tower. No harnesses, no high-vis. They're just wandering around there after a boozy lunch.
And I wonder if that guy from Centrepoint goes, "Hang on, the F1 never came to Sydney."
The F1 never came to Sydney. So that's...
Did those guys ever come down?
We'll miss you, mate. And it was a great send-off.